know you wrote this letter back in May, and I will preface it. I know you're not a flag bearer for Bitcoin by any means, but you did have a fascinating thesis. Would love to kind of get an update on that, especially at current levels, and how you're thinking about the cryptocurrency in the context of your portfolio.
Again, I'm not an expert on Bitcoin by any stretch. It's just with a market cap of 500 billion, it's the wrong market cap in a world where you've got $90 trillion worth of equity market cap, and God knows how many trillions of fiat currency, et cetera. So it's the wrong market cap, for instance, relative to gold, which is 8 or 9 trillion. The Bitcoin reminds me so much of the internet stocks of 1999, because the internet was in its infancy. No one knew how to value it because of the world of possibility that lay ahead. What you can be certain of is that probably 20 years from now, our kids and grandkids, whatever, all of us will be using some type of digital currency. Digital currency will be used by every sovereign. They may have their own digital currency, whatever. They'll be very, very, very commonplace at that point in time. Cash may be gone. And so in that world, where does Bitcoin fit in? As well as some of the other cryptocurrencies. Where does Ethereum or Tether? I don't know. I'm not smart enough to figure that out. I think that Bitcoin, if I really had to kind of guess what the future is going to be, it's going to be a lot like the metals complex, where you have precious crypto. That might be Bitcoin. It's the first crypto, first mover in a world that's so compressed. It has that historical integrity within digital currencies that it will always have. So that might, and again, because of its finite supply, that might be the precious crypto. Then you're going to have transactional cryptocurrencies along with the sovereigns. And they may be more like the industrial metals. So where you have gold as a precious metal, and then you've got copper and platinum and palladium, et cetera, that are industrial, lead, aluminum, industrial metals. You may have precious crypto and you may have industrial crypto. So what I do know is that it's no way possible today to know what the next 10 or 20 years are going to be like. And I know that if I had to again take a position on it, I'm gonna take the brand name, which is Bitcoin. I'm going to assume that it's the wrong price for the possibilities that it has, and I'm going to assume that the path forward from here is north. And again, we had no idea in '99 of how the internet was going to sort out. And there were some companies that obviously, if you owned in '99, despite the crash that came after that, did just incredibly well and ended up becoming dominant players in the world. That's what's going to, my guess is that's what we're going to sort through, that kind of crazy competition, winners and losers, et cetera, in the digital world. You're going to see, for sure, you're going to see sovereigns fight back against private cryptocurrencies along the way, the same way 110 years ago, 100 years ago, it was funny, they had gold is really the reserve currency of the world at that point in time. We were actually on the gold standard because of its neutrality. And then, of course, we came off, they banned it. But it had appeal, it had allure, because it was the one thing that was constant when fiat currency is, as we've seen, my Lord, when you think about the geopolitical shake-up in the past 20 years, it's hard to understand what the future of a currency, any particular currency, is going to be. So, again, I think crypto is going to have a crazy rocket ship ride up and down along the way. But my guess is that something like, or Bitcoin in particular, will be substantially higher 20 years from now than where it is right now. And who knows what role it has in the monetary system.
Yeah, it's a fascinating thesis you just laid out there.